Yo, so let's dive into it real quick. I'm not going to keep you for long because I know we did a draw video not that long ago, but I'm hyped because of the good results lately and I wanted to get back into it. So if we go back to looking at March, this month, March 23, I think the last time, we left it off around the sort of 10th maybe. I don't know, I think it might have been around there. Anyway, we can see that we've been killing it of late. So if we go and scroll down to sort of the last 17th, so that's the last 10 days. If we look at the last 10 days, we've got an amazing amount of profit from just the last 10 days, and I'll tell you why that's significant. 19.34 points in the last 10 days, and that's significant because for once I've actually changed, not for once, but I've actually changed the selections, the system that I use to make the selections for the draw. So as a lot of, well, hopefully you'll all know, I don't use Poisson distribution to select draw results because of its lack of accuracy on predicting low scoring draws, 0-0s and 1-1s. There is a Dixon-Coles method that you can implement to correct for that low dependency on draws, but it's kind of complicated. You can't model it in Excel. You have to use R, or I'd have to go and use Python, and I haven't got time and I'm not skilled enough to do it quickly. So we don't use Poisson. I've got my own system basically that I've built up over the years, using various sort of attributes from matches, sort of to do with the percentage of draws at home, percentage of draws away, percentage of draws against similar teams, which involves me keeping a database of sort of I've got a ranking system that lets me decide if the team is similar or not based on another set of variables. So it's to do with home and away draws against similar teams, and then also draws against everybody, and that's got a lower sort of weighting in the result than the similar teams. And there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. So this last 10 days, I shouldn't say 10 days. It might have been. It was around here anyway. It wasn't far away. It was definitely the sort of the middle of the month. I purchased a new data feed, for want of a better word, that allowed me to dive a lot deeper into the stats for matches, and I spotted a couple of things that meant I've took a lot of leagues out. Basically, in my last video I mentioned how we could look at the leagues and see which ones were performing well and which ones weren't, and eliminate some. So we did some off the back of that, but now I've also trimmed it down quite a bit more, but also managed to sort of keep the amount of selections around the same frequency. So we're still getting a decent amount of selections, but we're only getting them from more mainstream leagues, really. And some of the other variables have changed, which meant that it includes different games that wouldn't have been included last time in those leagues. So the numbers are sort of staying the same, but the selection criteria is different. And basically, I'm excited by that because it's been a great start, and we've got a load of green in the last sort of 10 days. And that sort of indicates what I've been doing behind the scenes, working on the draws and improving them, because I've been relatively happy. I started off really happy in sort of, what was it, November 21, something like that. Those results were great, and it was a bit of a freak month, and I've changed the way of reporting since then, and it might have been slightly skewed looking back. It's been pretty consistent, but I wanted better basically. So as we can see, this weekend was brilliant. Yesterday, you might have seen on some of the socials, yesterday we got 3 out of 3 in Spain. The games that I posted on socials were a bit different actually, because there was a few in Spain yesterday, and some of them, another one ended in a draw. I can't remember which one it was, but basically I said that we had that one and we didn't. We had Zaragoza, Albacete. But yeah, whatever. So as you can see, yesterday we got a nice 6.51 return just yesterday. You can see we had another 2. We're getting batches of results now, which is really sort of helping the bottom line. The ones that we're losing were sort of, they're close pretty much. That one's not. I noticed when we were going through as well, when I was going through updating the results, we got a lovely one in France that I didn't know until I went and updated, because, like I said, I haven't been really keeping an eye on the results, like I've said before, because there's just a lot going on. Where is it? There was a French one. It was Leon anyway. I can't remember. It had there it is, 4.16 odds. So we got a 3.16 return on that one. So that's a lovely one to get involved in. I don't always keep up to date on the results. So once I go through and sort of fill them in, backfill them, it takes a bit of time. But it's always exciting to find a sort of longer odds one that came in. I wish you would kind of shout about it a bit more. I get comments on the videos. I'm just joking. Don't take this serious. I'll get comments when it goes wrong. And asking for improvements, but when it goes right, well, come on, let people know that I'm not a scammer. So if we look so far in March, you can see this is the profit at £2 stakes, and I've let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? So 70 matches in March so far, 27 draws, strike rate of 38.5, which is brilliant. Level stakes profit of 19.72. So for anyone that doesn't know, that's just if you bet £1, 1 unit. If 1 unit was £1 or whatever denomination, whatever currency you use, then you're using 1 for each bet, and you'd get 19.72 of that unit back. So 19.72 level stakes profit and 28% ROI. I know I was going on about just over 20% the other day, and obviously the 3 wins yesterday have bumped that up to 28.17. So buzzing at that. And you can see I give the sort of numbers for if you put £2 on per stake, £5 per stake, and £10 per stake. So 2, 5 and 20, is it? Or 2? Oh God, man. 2, 10 and 20. I've been doing this long enough. £2 a stake would be returning you 39.44. 10 would be returning you £81.40, and 20 would be £162.80. And I think they're realistic stakes. Not for everybody, but I think not everybody will be putting 20 on, but not everybody will be happy with putting just £1 on because they want a bit more juice. So I think within that, I think we'll probably catch pretty much everyone. I don't think many people will be putting more than 20 on. So that's why I've kept it in there. You'll see that I haven't included the increase in stakes because it just generates too much heat, and I'm still a firm believer that it's a good system if you can be sensible with it. But I understand not everybody will be sensible with it, and I do also understand that it can look like you're really spamming and trying to inflate the profit, which most of the other, in fact all of the other people who do draws will show you increasing stakes figures. So basically the profit here where we've got 162, that would probably be nearly £1,000 if we were doing increasing stakes, because you wouldn't, all these -1s basically wouldn't be -1s because you'd have caught it up with your increasing stakes. So you'd have got a crazy amount of profit here, and then put that on a thumbnail and tell everyone how great it is, and it will create a bit of a buzz. But look, people generally don't like it, and I don't want to deceive anybody. When I started out, I used to look for the sort of headline catching things, but you know what? You can do that yourself if you're doing increasing stakes. If you're doing increasing stakes, by the way, if anyone is, could you please comment below below on the video and let me know what sort of profit margins you're looking at, because I'd be really interested. Let me know for March, because like I say, I haven't been recording it, so if you could, I'd really appreciate that, because it'd be interesting. So that's where we're looking, and then I've just been through, I've got all months updated as well. So that's WordPress. So this is the sort of nonsense that when I'm putting the fixtures up on the toolkit, the codes and stuff, putting in that's long. So all months are updated as well, and so we can see that all months we've got 1,368 matches, 456 draws, which works out at a strike rate, a really good strike rate. It's higher than I thought, of 33.33%. 165.28 level stakes profit, and a 12% return on investment. Now obviously compared to the 28 we've got so far, 12 looks kind of meagre, but 12% return on investment is a great sort of for a long-term betting strategy that we've got nearly 2 years worth of data on, over 1,000 games. 12%, anything near 10% football betting strategies in my experience is brilliant. 12% I'm well happy with, and we're also only going up. The graph's going up, the chart's showing that we're getting better. And with this new way of selecting my data, I'm hoping that we'll close the gap between the 28 and the 12. We're probably not going to get up to 28 anytime soon, but as long as we can keep moving the needle a little bit, then I'll be happy. So yeah, that's where we're at, and I think that's about enough of me rambling really. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, like I say, let me know below if you've got any facts. It's not a bloody Blue Peter. If you've got any data on the increasing stakes to share to let people know, let me know your thoughts on the new selections, and yeah, I'll keep you all posted. Sweet, see you in a bit.